generations of different types of dogs with different traits to make your own dog.
True.
It looks different from what it came.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, and on top of that, it has to produce what you were breeding for, whatever traits. I mean, it has to pass on those traits, and the line has to pass on those traits.
True.
That's what I think of bloodline. If you buy a dog from a kennel, you breed back to another dog from that kennel, you can't call it your own stuff. That doesn't happen.
About how long ago did you make this specimen that we now know as G2? And that you would have ever thought in a million years that you would have created a dog that special?
Well, first of all, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, G2, man. He really is a special dog. He's a little older than 5 years old now. I owned his father before him, Goliath. When I bought Goliath, I loved him, but I tried to breed him several times. I mean, and I always got a little mixed results. I got the big head, but I was always looking for shape. Finally, I ran into the right female that had the right kind of outcrosses in her and helped me produce G2.
Yeah.
I learned how to breed him. I bred him to several different types of females, and I learned how to breed him, and I created Marcelo after him.
Yeah.
If you see Marcelo, that guy looks like something that came from Mars. You know, there's nothing out there like him.
Did you own G2's mom, or was that a dog you bought? How did that come about?
I talked to a friend of mine, Johnny, over at Warner Kennels. He had done the breeding, and he had a litter on the ground. So I come over there. I mean, I had already looked at the pedigree, man. It was everything I was looking for. So when I went over there, everybody was making their picks. I think he had 8 puppies in the litter. The female that I picked up from there was the last dog standing. I mean, that was the last dog nobody wanted. And I was surprised. I just kept my mouth shut the whole time, thinking, all right, I'm going to let everybody take what they need to take. And when I picked her up, I was the happiest man in the world. I told him, thank you. How much I owe you? He said, no, don't worry about paying me no money. He said, I want a puppy. I know what you're going to do. I bred her. And I set my boy Johnny back up. Matter of fact, he still, to this day, has G2's littermate sister out there.
Okay.
Her name is Abracadabra. Beautiful, beautiful dog over there, too. A lot of people follow hype now. If you look at the boards and everything, the popular thing to do is to breed to the dog that everybody else is breeding to.
You damn right about that.
They lost the concept. Yeah, they lost the concept of how to breed. And the pride in having something that nobody else has. When I first produced that dog, right away I was looked at like, yo, what the hell did you do there? That's not even right. You know, that dog doesn't look... To a lot of people, that dog was considered just a scatterbred outcross dog, and I've heard it come out of several mouths. But when that dog started getting the shine on and really producing a whole other style of dog, a crazy head, like on a consistent basis, I started getting more attention. So
Yeah.
a lot of it was negative.
Yes.
I mean, I can name some of the dogs that come out of my stuff that I mean are now the top hitters on the board and everywhere else. You know, I mean, you'll see them everywhere, and it's because of G2 that all these dogs were able to come up. A lot of people were saying he's too bulldoggy, too this, too that.
Lord, here we go.
He looks like an edge dog. He looks like a this dog. But you know, the thing was, all the stuff that was in him, he showed, but it was the best of everything that was in him.
And we're talking about G2. That this dog is a Frenchie or some shit. What do you think when you hear that? When you know that you're the one that produced this dog?
You know, I laugh. I laugh really because the people that say that are people that wish they had a piece of it. They can hate all they want. The reason they hate is because I keep the prices up high.
Good.
So that not your average Joe can touch it and puppy mill the shit out of it. Yeah, I keep the prices respectable. Or a real breeder is going to want to invest that type of money into his female to make a better dog. When they say that about the bulldog, honestly, bro, I put it out there before. I mean, you put it out there for me on the radio. Bring me $100,000 and I'll be in there all my dogs. I got grandparents. I mean, I got them all in the yard.
Yes.
I hardly ever sell dogs. I like to keep most of my stuff when I do breeding. I got pretty much everything there.
What's its sacrifice? Is it worth it?
You know, it's like I told you earlier. I mean, it started off as a hobby for me just because it's something I like to do. And, you know, it occupied my time from being out in the streets and doing all that other stuff. And it turned into a passion, you know, to see these creations just become pretty much next to idols. I mean, I get people calling me from all over the country that want a piece of this style of dog. The pride you feel from producing something so awesome, and I mean, I would say is worth it. But at the same time, it takes a lot of family time away.
It does.
You know, you're out there, you really can't take vacations because you can't leave your dogs. These guys on the internet trying to act like they're celebrities because they got a nice dog all of a sudden and just pimping the shit out of it. I think all that needs to stop.
Yeah.
All these Photoshop pictures, I mean, all that shit, I think needs to stop. I think the internet really took the breed
agree.
way into the future, way too fast. I remember before you had to go visit somebody's yard and find a nice dog, and you can go to www.kingtonline.com.